double dating could be a bad idea? Why is that? Hello everyone, this is Geoffrey Henderson. Thank you so much for coming to our YouTube channel, Innocent Love. Thank you so much for coming, really appreciate that. Cher and I, we both appreciate that. So today's topic that I'm going to be talking about is called Why Double Dating is a Bad Idea, okay? That's what I'm going to be talking about today. So, let me ask you, what is wrong with double dating? And why don't we just all want to go out and have some fun with some friends and see some people? And if your friend happened to be in a relationship with somebody else, what is wrong with double dating? Because, we're all friends anyway, so we might as well go out. In case for those who are arguing against it, I just want to just say this right up front, okay? Now, I'm going to give you 4 reasons why I believe that double dating is a bad idea. Or to make it easier, could be a bad idea, okay? So reason number 1 why double dating could be a bad idea is because there could be potential awkward moments, okay? And what I mean by that is simply that if you are double dating, most of the time when you're on a date with your partner, you may spend intimate conversation with each other, and sometimes, on a date, you may say something that you want the other people to hear, and what happens is that it could create an awkward moment. It's kind of like the other people are gonna say, why did they talk about this all of a sudden, Because sometimes, when we date people, we may have more personal conversations, and it could happen that because you are double dating, that the other people hear something that you may not want them to hear, and could create an awkward moment. It is a possibility that this could happen, okay? Reason number 2 why double dating could be a bad idea is because there could be a possibility that you are competing for attention. What I mean by that is this, that, you dress up really nice with your partner, and then you go on a date and you see your friends dress up even better than you are. So what you have is, we have this like, oh man, they're dressed better than we are, And, this could be a tense moment where basically you are trying to compete, who is dressed better, and who is the better looking couple. Maybe you have other people coming alongside other than just you, 4 of you, and what happens is that you may look for validations on your friends and say, hey, are we dressed better than my friends over here, or are they dressed better? What do you think? Of course, this could be very funny, but it could also be a little stressful, and you have this whole competition thing going on, and then maybe after the date is over, you're going to be like, man, why weren't we dressed as good as my friends were? Man, we could have dressed up a little better to look better, so we could match with our partners, with our friends out there, It is a possibility. So this is the second reason why double dating could be a bad idea, okay? Reason number 3 why double dating is a bad idea, or could be a bad idea, is because there could be possible relationship complications. And what I mean by that is, if you're double dating with your partner, and let's say, for example, you have something going on where you not really have talk things out. Maybe there were certain things that you needed to discuss before you went on a date. So now when you're on the date, you're starting to discuss these serious topics that you're not really supposed to say in front of your friends, but because you haven't really talked these things out in private, it is not a good idea to go on a date in the first place, okay? But however, since you're on a date, and since you're on a double date, now there's a potential that you're going to talk about these serious topics, and it's going to be not really a good idea when you're doing this with your other friends, as on a double date, okay? That's another reason why double dating would be a bad idea, okay? And reason number 4, my last reason why I think that double dating could be a bad idea, is because of jealousy. Now, what do you mean by that jealousy? I got my girlfriend and he got her girlfriend, so why would there be any jealousy? Well, think about it, okay? You are double dating with your partner, okay? And you're seeing your other friend double dating too. There could be always something where you will be jealous. For example, you see how sweet the other couple are towards each other, you know, maybe they are very, very intimate and they, you know, have you all on a date together, you know, and what happens is you see the other person like being very romantic with each other, they're tickling each other, and you're gonna be like, man, why don't we do this? Why don't we act the way they are, you know? They are so sweet to each other. Why can't we be so sweet to each other, you know? So see what happens? What happens is that maybe because you are having this jealousy over the other couple, how nice they are towards each other, you're starting to resent your own partner because that you guys are not acting the same way like they are, okay? And this could also be a possibility why I would personally say that double dating is a bad idea, okay? Those are my 4 reasons why I personally believe that double dating is a bad idea. There could be other reasons why double dating is a bad idea, but I'm not here to say all of those. So if you have any other reasons why double dating is a bad idea, please let me know in the comment section below. I would appreciate that. My voice